Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Sir Richard Branson. Germans. All right, France.
So I was 23 years old. I had just signed to Virgin Records, and I was invited to my first music industry party. I arrived to Richard Branson in a heated sword fight fencing duel while suspended 50 feet in the air. I remember thinking to myself, if this is the guy who started the label I just signed with, this just might work out.
A lot of people don't know that I was actually an original member of the Spice Girls. And Richard said basically Frosted Tip Spice would never work, so I ended up going to another band. And speaking of that band, one of my favorite stories that I tell a lot is when we first came over to America. We spent a couple of years in Europe first, and when the band was coming to America, we didn't really know how to stand out and get noticed. And this guy right here knew exactly what to do. So he had this brilliant idea to take us on a double-decker bus with your friend Petula Clark, and we would wake up New York City at 6 o'clock in the morning singing Downtown and I Want You Back. No one knew us before then, but they sure knew us after that, thanks to this guy right here.
We look straight ahead. Right above you, please, Sir Richard. We turn over here to the right, please.
As a space enthusiast, as a musician, entertainer, as an entrepreneur, I thank you so much for inspiring people like me, inspiring the world. You do incredible work, and please do never stop dreaming, because you inspire so much. Thank you so much, Sir Richard Branson. Congratulations.
Richard, on the right, please.
Well, once upon a time, many years ago, we built the largest independent record company in the world. And that, I believe, is the reason that I'm being honored with a star. Running a record company can be a lot of fun. And yes, it did involve sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Richard, on the right.
Well, one night, there was a loud knocking at the heavy front door of the 16th century house. I opened it to find a very large man with a gun in his hand, basically telling me he'd come to kill Keith Richards because he believed he was in the house with his wife. I tried to calm him down. It was only when I saw a very naked Keith Richards, plus the very naked wife, running away from the house across the lawn, that I invited him in to search the house, assuring him that Keith would do no such thing. A little while later, the Rolling Stones finally signed to Virgin. That night, I'm told, we had a party that none of us can remember.
Need that 10 seconds.